Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips MLB Daily Fantasy Show for today, the 5th of June. I'm looking at everything you need for your daily fantasy baseball games on DraftKings today. We're going to look at the pitchers, the stacks of the day, how we can stack our lineups to ensure maximum point scoring potential, foundation players that we should be using to build a solid lineup upon, and value plays. Starting at the top with the pitchers is Jose Fernandez of the Miami Marlins for $13,400. He's an incredible 22-1 at home. He's never allowed more than 2 runs against the Mets. He's got 96 strikeouts in 67 2/3 this year, and the Mets rank in the top 5 in baseball for strikeouts on the season. Fernandez is the top price for a reason. He is the best play out there today. Somewhat surprising to say that when the second pitcher on the board is Jake Arrieta of the Chicago Cubs for $12,900. As I say, it seems odd he's not the top pitching option today. He is still better than solid, and while he hasn't been as dominant as he can be in the last few starts, he is still out the top draw, and you know what you're going to get. You're going to get innings, you're going to get strikeouts, and you're not going to get many runs allowed. Arrieta is bang on 1 per inning this year for strikeouts, and the Snakes do rank in the top 10 for baseball on the year. Justin Verlander of the Detroit Tigers is $11,700. Verlander has been something approaching his former self recently. He gets to face a lineup in the White Sox that has been struck with impotency lately. I don't think Verlander's the Viagra that they're going to need to get themselves going today. He's an excellent record against Chicago. Even better at Comerica. He's gone 10-2 over the last 6 seasons. Over his last 5, Verlander has managed to pitch at least 7 innings with a minimum of 7 strikeouts every single time, and he's reached double digits on punch-outs on 2 separate occasions. Scott Kazmir of the Los Angeles Dodgers is $10,700. Kazmir gets the Braves today. The last time on the hill, he shut down the Cubs at Wrigley over 6 innings with just a single hit and a single walk. This is a much simpler assignment for the lefty today. The Braves are far less effective when they're facing a left-handed starter, and that's saying something because they're not very effective against anyone. Kazmir is striking them out at a rate greater than 1 per inning on the season, and I think you'll get a solid performance out of Kazmir today. Sonny Gray of the Oakland Athletics for $7,100. If you believe the injury was the reason for the ineffectiveness of Gray prior to the stint on the disabled list, he has a matchup today that could bear some fruit on his return against the strikeout leaders of baseball, the Astros. Does have a pretty low floor, because if he does continue to struggle, the Astros have been hitting really well for a while now. But the old Sonny Gray at this price against a strikeout-happy lineup like the Astros is certainly an enticing proposition. If you want to look further down for sort of cheaper options like Gray, an alternative would be Matt Harvey if you want to take a chance on him against Miami, or take a risk of a low strikeout performance of Gerrit Cole against the Angels. I think they're okay and they're in play as well. For stacks of the day today, there are a few that I'm looking at. I think the Cleveland Indians against the returning Chris Young, who had plenty of struggles prior to going on the disabled list, in a ballpark today with nice weather conditions forecast for the hitters at Progressive Field. First baseman Carlos Santana for $4,200. He was the leadoff man yesterday. He's hitting .227, 9 homers on the year. Shortstop Francisco Lindor for $4,700. He's hitting .308 with 5 home runs and 10 stolen bases on the year, the switch hitter. And second baseman Jason Kipnis is $4,600. He has a home run off of Chris Young. He's hitting .271 with 7 home runs on the year. I think the Washington Nationals are worth stacking against Cincinnati Reds starter John Moscott and their relief pitching as well. Moscott had a horror show at Coors the last time. Hasn't really been good in any of his 4 starts this year. Now he gets the Nationals at Great American Ballpark. Second baseman Daniel Murphy's $5,200. Hits from the right side of the platoon. .379 leads the majors in batting this year with 9 homers. Outfielder Bryce Harper for $5,000 also is on the right side of the platoon in this matchup. It's .238, 13 home runs and 7 steals. And shortstop Danny Espinosa for $3,300. The switch hitter is better when facing a right-handed starter. He hit a home run last night, only hitting for an average of 199, but he does have 8 home runs on the season. And the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hector Santiago has been flat out disgusting the last 3 times on the hill for the Angels. The Pirates are swinging the bat well at the moment. Outfielder Andrew McCutchen for $4,000 is the right side of the platoon, .250 with 9 home runs. Starling Marte also in the outfield is $4,700. .327, 5 homers. He gives you the upside on the steals with 18 swipes on the year. And second baseman Young Ho Kang for $3,700. .273, 8 home runs. He's had a home run the last 2 nights, and he hits from the right side of the platoon in the matchup as well. My foundation players for today. At first base is Mike Napoli of Cleveland for $4,500. He's 238, 13 home runs, including one last night. Chris Young has had issues with the long ball, and it's pretty favourable conditions at Progressive Field today, as I say. Second baseman Daniel Murphy of the Washington Nationals with 5,200. John Moscott of the Reds has been bad in his 4 starts. The Nats at Great American Ballpark is not ideal for him. Murphy has the platoon and leads the majors in batting this year. At third base, we'll take Matt Carpenter of the St. Louis Cardinals for 5,000. He hits right-handed pitching particularly well. Jake Peavy has been shown signs of turning a corner in recent starts, but the leadoff man is 272 with 9 home runs this year and hits from the right side of the platoon. Shortstop Francisco Lindor of the Cleveland Indians for 4,700. The switch hitter gets Chris Young tonight, who will need to improve massively from his stint before the disabled list to be effective. Lindor is swinging the bat very well. He had a couple of hits last night, both doubles, I think, and his 308, 5 homers, 10 steals on the year. And in the outfield, Starling Marte of Pittsburgh, 4,700, hits lefties very well, has huge stolen base upside with 18 swipes this year, 327, 5 homers. My value plays, I'm not going to offer one at catcher because it is Sunday and a lot of them get the day off, so it's just a case of checking lineups to see who does start. At first base, Tommy Joseph of the Philadelphia Phillies for 3,600, had a home run last night, gets Willie Peralta, who has been pretty poor and will allow a home run, in a great ballpark, 283, 4 homers since he started getting regular playing time, displacing Ryan Howard at first. Second base also qualifies at third is Yangervis Solarte of the San Diego Padres for 3,200. The switch hitter remains undervalued in my opinion, 318 with 3 home runs this year. John Gray has had some struggles in his last 3 starts allowing runs and was beaten by San Diego earlier this year, so I think Solarte could provide some decent value at the price. My third baseman is Young Ho Kang of the Pittsburgh Pirates for 3,700. Home run each of the last 2 nights, gets Hector Santiago, who's been an atrocity with 15 runs allowed in his last 5 starts. Shortstop also qualifies at second, Urickson Profar of the Texas Rangers for 3,200. Now this is assuming he's in the lineup, as Rougned Odor's suspension has now finished. I think that Texas should try and find a place in the lineup for the switch-hitting leadoff man, who has got a home run off of Iwakuma and is hitting 378 and 2 homers since the promotion. And in the outfielder, I'll take Domingo Santana of the Milwaukee Brewers for 2,700. When he hits it hard. Aaron Nola has allowed some home runs at friendly Citizens Bank Ballpark this year. Santana went yard last night. What we're really hoping for is a matchup where they bring a left-handed reliever into facing, because he knocks the ball a long, long way when he faces a lefty. That's what I've got for you today. Best of luck with your lineups. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to like the video. Hit me up in the comments with the daily fantasy plays you like today and press that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I will be here all MLB season and through the NFL season with daily fantasy sports advice. If you haven't signed up yet, or you're interested in starting to play daily fantasy sports, please click the link in the description for this video and that'll take you where you need to go to start playing with DraftKings today. Best of luck with your lineups and have a great day.